Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend.
Good morning and thanks for joining us on this Saturday morning. I'm Josie Ortegon. Let's start your morning off with a look at your first forecast with Storm Tracker Dan Martinez. And Dan, it's a little cold out there.
Yeah, a little chilly this morning as it usually is, but nonetheless, temperatures still in the 20s in some parts. I want to show you what it's like out there right now. 28 to be exact in El Paso, 35 Las Cruces. The warmest spot still remains Ruidoso. 41 degrees. They're usually the coldest out of everyone else, but nonetheless, that's what they're reporting as of right now. And clouds and radar, well, they continue to show those clouds over to the south of us and up to the north. We are seeing some of that clearing come through after we saw some cloud coverage move through. As far as what you can expect for the rest of the day today, 59 degrees at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then by 5, we'll be cooling things down slightly to about 56 degrees. And then tonight, we'll dip into the 30s. A little warmer than what we saw today, most definitely, but we are going to be enjoying the weekend. That's the good news. Mother Nature is timing a pretty nice warm-up, if you will, but we are going to start to see some changes coming up a little bit later in the 7-day forecast, which I'll have for you in a little bit. Josie?
Okay, good to hear, Dan. Thank you. A special caravan made a stop in El Paso yesterday and started in California and is traveling to Florida, speaking out on what they call injustice. They say a woman defending her life was wrongly prosecuted. ABC7's Jerry Nájera has more.
The woman these women are talking about is Marissa Alexander. Alexander made headlines in 2012 after firing a warning shot at her husband. She was sentenced to 20 years and may see more jail time. The Black Women's Lives Matter caravan is now determined to free Alexander. The sound of drums and herbal smoke filled the room as dancers pounded the stage with their feet at Café Mayapan Friday evening. But this is just a welcome party for a group of special women.
Going from Berkeley into Los Angeles, from Los Angeles on into Palm Springs, from Palm Springs into Arizona.
This group is determined to spread a message.
That women are not recognized, battered women are not recognized, women are not supported in the legal system.
They say the injustice for women in our current society happens way too often.
The voiceless have no voice because when a system is allowed to trample on its people and they cannot stand against it, someone needs to stand in representation for them.
And in this instance, they're representing Marissa Alexander. The 31-year-old was sentenced to 20 years in prison for firing a warning shot at her estranged husband. Alexander saying she feared for her life.
Equal rights for human beings is really important.
And her story is just, it's horrendous.
Members of the group tell me they have their reasons for jumping in on the caravan.
Not only as a woman and a black woman, but as a person who's been in situations of abuse.
The women say domestic abuse is not talked about often enough in today's times.
Yeah, it needs to be discussed. It needs to not be thrown under the rug.
This is one story out of many stories. And I think it's so very important, and these stories are not being told, and they're so common, and they should be told.
The caravan plans to be in Gainesville, Florida by January 27th. That's when another hearing in Marissa Alexander's case takes place. It is conceivable a judge could let her out. Reporting for Good Morning El Paso Weekend, I'm Jerry Nájera.
Thank you, Jerry. A juvenile probation officer accused of working a sex trafficking ring has been found guilty. This is video of 29-year-old Timothy McCullough from a YouTube video. Prosecutors say McCullough, a former UTEP football player, forced women into prostitution. One of them was a minor. This statement was sent to ABC7 from the Homeland Security Investigations agent assigned to his case regarding the guilty verdict this week. He said, quote, "This verdict is a major victory for HSI and its law enforcement partners within the Alliance to Combat Transnational Threats," end quote. The trial began last Tuesday, and McCullough was convicted this week along with 3 other men. All of them are suspected of being a part of a street gang. And new this morning, El Paso police are asking for your help in finding a man who they say robbed a store at gunpoint. This happened Thursday on the 8000 block of North Mesa around 5 p.m. Police say the man walked into the store, pointed a gun at an employee, and demanded cash. Police say the man is a Hispanic male, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing about 195 pounds. They say he was wearing blue jeans and a khaki hooded sweatshirt. They say the man had a thick black mustache and is in his mid-20s. Anyone with information is asked to call police. Their number is 832-4400 or Crime Stoppers at 566-8477. And a Las Cruces teen is still on the run after police say he shot another man on Thursday. He's 17-year-old Gustavo Angel Alvarado. He allegedly shot a man on the 300 block of Karen on Thursday night. The victim, 34-year-old Pete Limon, is still in critical condition at UMC here in El Paso. And Las Cruces police asked if you see Gustavo Alvarado, please call the number on your screen, 1-800-222-8477. Investigators say both men live in the same trailer park and the two reportedly got into an argument right before the shooting. Dirty water streamed into Sunland Park neighborhoods from Mexico earlier this week. Much of it has dried up, but residents are still concerned.
Well, the health hazards for the kids, because there are a lot of kids play out here, and they're going to be breathing all that.
Water treatment plant across the border has leaked hundreds and possibly thousands of gallons of partially treated wastewater. And now the city of Sunland Park is working to clean it up. City officials tell ABC7 it was a missing manhole cover in Juarez that caused the problems. Trash got in the manhole and caused a sewage line block, and the water backed up and came out. The city of Socorro is getting an infrastructure facelift. Thursday night, Socorro City Council voted to repave 60 streets over the next 2 years. ABC7 spoke with Socorro Mayor Jesus Ruiz. Ruiz says this project will cost Socorro taxpayers $2.4 million. The Socorro Public Works Director divides the road conditions into 5 different categories, 1 being the best and 5 being the worst. Socorro residents and the mayor say they welcome the investment because driving on some of these roads can be dangerous.
We can't afford to let our streets deteriorate because they do cause accidents. There are potholes, there can be flat tires, and so the safety of our residents is a primary concern for us, and this will help us take care of that.
City Council also approved $7.6 million for infrastructure like sidewalks and streetlights. And new this morning, one European official warning of multiple thousands of potential terrorists on the loose. European counterterrorism agencies are scrambling to assess potential threats. ABC's Alex Marquardt has more.
This is a country, a continent on high alert. In Belgium, police armed with automatic weapons patrolling at sensitive buildings. Their terror alert level raised to its second highest. It comes after police here carried out searches to foil an imminent plot against them to kill officers in the streets and in stations. This raid turning deadly after 2 suspects opened fire on police who killed them.
This operation was meant to dismantle a terrorist cell, not only the terrorist cell, but also the logistic network behind it.
Inside, broken glass and bullet holes, but also a trove of AK-47s, pistols, explosives, and police uniforms. Authorities in Europe are closing the net around suspected terrorists. 15 arrested in the Belgian plot, 12 detained in France. In Berlin, a series of raids nabbed 2 people. In London on Friday, an 18-year-old woman arrested at an airport on suspicion of terrorism. Across the ocean, the U.S. on guard after the arrest of this man, allegedly plotting to bomb the Capitol. The fear now that people inspired by ISIS and Al-Qaeda or who have fought with them are planning more attacks. Now, police from the U.S. to Europe are on alert. The U.K. on Friday raising the threat level against police to the highest ever, indicating an attack is highly likely. It's not just the police that security officials.
Still to come on ABC7's Good Morning El Paso weekend. It turns out an aspirin a day may not keep the doctor away. We'll explain right after the break. Time now is 8:35. Storm track weather, Dan.
All right, well, we are seeing some cooler conditions this morning nonetheless, but a nice weekend overall. I'll explain coming up in Storm track weather.